Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with the beautiful Karina, my lovely prometida. And we're waiting for our K1 visa to get adjudicated at the service center in California. I live in the panhandle of Florida near Pensacola, north of Navarre Beach. And Navarre Beach is where we're going to get married. And Karina is from Caracas, Venezuela, beautiful Venezuela, currently living as a legal resident in Bogota, Colombia. Now, I'm not an immigration attorney, I'm a real estate agent, but I have years of experience in processing these visas. And Karina is the manager of a couple of ice cream stores, and she is a tax accountant. Now, this video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is about the current situation in Sudan, okay? And the security situation in Sudan and K1 visa processing for Sudanese nationals engaged to be married to American citizens. Now, the security situation in Sudan throughout the whole country continues to be violent and unpredictable due to the ongoing armed conflict, okay, with active fighting within the country, and this has created uncertain safety conditions. So the U.S. Embassy in Khartoum, Sudan, is now closed, and they cannot process any more K1 visas at this moment. There's no more visa services, K1, IR1, CR1, tourists, nothing, okay? And they regret the hardship this is imposing upon Sudanese nationals who are engaged to be married to American citizens, okay? And the families who are seeking visa services during this difficult time in Sudan. Now, the U.S. Embassy does not provide evacuation assistance to non-U.S. citizens. Only to U.S. citizens, okay? So if you are a Sudanese national and you are engaged to be married to an American citizen, okay, those with a passport or citizenship of another country, and you wish to depart Sudan, you want to get out of Sudan, and you believe it is safe to do so, you need to make your own plans to leave Sudan, okay? The U.S. Embassy cannot help you. The State Department also understands, ladies and gentlemen, that if you are a U.S. citizen and you are evacuating from Sudan with your family members with pending immigrant visa cases to travel with them to the United States, okay? Generally, non-citizens cannot enter the United States without a visa. So if you're in the middle of a K1 visa, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, and your fiance is Sudanese, the recommendation of the U.S. Embassy in Sudan that no longer is operating is for you to get out of Sudan. So what the embassy is saying right now, as of May 10th, 2023, is that non-immigrant visa applications, K1 visa applications, may be processed wherever a Sudanese applicant is physically located, okay, and can schedule an appointment. So basically what they're saying is get out of Sudan safely to a country and transfer your visa case to that country. Okay, now an application for a non-immigrant visa does not replace or provide access to refugee or relocation assistance. Okay, non-U.S. citizens who are seeking assistance as refugees should contact the nearest UN High Commission for Refugees. And there's a website for that right here. So to our friends in Sudan, okay, you can transfer your case to another embassy or a consulate if you're in the middle of a K1 visa process. So if your immigrant visa case was previously scheduled at the U.S. Embassy in Khartoum and you would like to transfer it to a new embassy or consulate, okay, contact the potential gaining U.S. embassy or consulate to request a transfer of your case. So let's suppose that now you're a Sudanese national with a K1 visa appointment that just got canceled because the embassy closed. Email a different embassy, let's say Egypt or a different country, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, a country close to Sudan, and relocate and email that embassy and transfer your case to that embassy. The Department of State right now is in process of designating a post to process Sudanese immigrant visa applicants, and they will announce this location as soon as one is designated, okay? So hang in there, guys. if you are requesting a transfer for a K visa, the receiving embassy or consulate has the discretion to approve or deny the acceptance of the K visa application from an applicant outside of the consulate district, which means outside of Sudan. So it's up to the embassy. Individuals with approved current petitions who have not been scheduled for an immigrant visa interview may be able to expedite your process and or transfer to another interviewing post through the National Visa Center. Okay? So if you have an approved K1 visa petition, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our friends in Sudan, you can email, your sponsor needs to email the National Visa Center, okay, to expedite the case through a different embassy. So if you have an approved K1 visa petition, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, and your beneficiary is in Sudan, and he or she has relocated out of Sudan to another country, or you're helping that person get out of Sudan, and email the NVC right here to expedite your case and ask them to relocate your petition to a different embassy. Okay? And please make sure when you email the NVC during the expedite request to ensure you include your case number or receipt number on the subject line and the reason for your request. Okay? Sudanese national, evacuated Sudan, something like that. And please also include the petitioner's name and date of birth, the beneficiary's name and date of birth, and the invoice number, case number, receipt number, etc. Okay? So if if you are a U.S. citizen with an immediate family member and you have not yet filed for an immigrant visa with USCIS, you may request to file a petition at the nearest embassy or consulate that processes immigrant visas. This applies only to U.S. citizens physically present in that consulate district filing petitions for their spouses and unmarried children under 21 and parents who have fled Sudan in this emergency. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm not going to include the address, phone number, or email to the U.S. Embassy in Sudan. It's pointless because they're not open. They won't respond. Contact the NVC through NVC Expedite to that email address I gave you. And good luck. We're here for you, boys and girls. And we're going to pull you over the finish line. And if you are a Sudanese citizen engaged to an American citizen, Karina and I wish you the best of luck. And we will help you any way we can get through this process. Thanks for watching, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget our live stream, my live stream with Diego, K1 visa processing on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 5 p.m. Central Time. See you then.
I'll be back.